life, you are talking about having life, being vived, being vivacious, being energetic. That's being alive. And if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, you cannot have life. It is only those who believe in Jesus that have life. And he gives you life so that he will bless you and you will be a blessing. So we are alive because of Jesus. We are alive because of who? Because of who? And to be a blessing means somebody that is highly favored. I was not somebody that was highly favored. You are going to hear my story. When you believe in Jesus, then he will give you life to live. If you don't believe in Jesus, I don't care which God that you depend on, that God will fail you. But Jesus never fails. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Every other person you depend on will fail you. Every other person you believe in will fail you. I don't care whether it's your husband, your wife, your children. Because they are human, they have the capacity to disappoint you. But Jesus can never disappoint you. Alive to be a blessing. Because you believe in Jesus, your past, that is your Old Testament now. You are no longer under law, but under grace. Your past was the law. You were a transgressor. Every one of us seated here. It doesn't matter whether you are a virgin right now, or whether you are a virgin then. We were all transgressors. If your life is not sourced from Christ, there is nothing and nobody that can be a blessing to you. Your life must be sourced from Christ. Because he was the sacrifice that was shed. The sacrifice that went to the cross for the atonement of your sin and my sin. My husband did not go to that cross. Jesus did. I'm going to tell you about my husband. When you talk about maximizing your past, you are talking about making the optimum use, the best use, because your past is working right now for me. The Bible says in Romans 8:28, all things shall work together for the good. Am I right? Somebody say all things. All things. All things. It didn't say some things, all things. They will work together for your good. Because you love the Lord. My past, God did it. I have no regret. I have no regret. I met my husband when I was 17 years old. And he was 19. He came as a DJ to my 17th birthday. He was a DJ. A friend of mine said, if you want your 17th birthday to be a wow, there's this guy in town that when he comes to play at your party, people will come and you will enjoy. He said, but he will not come if he doesn't like you. He will only come if he likes you. I said, forget that matter. He will like me. So the day that we were supposed to go and meet him, I was very slim before. Very, very slim. The day we were supposed to go and meet him, I wore a very beautiful jeans. I wore a beautiful top. And I psyched myself. I was a Muslim, so Jesus was not in the know. And when we got to his house, he was lacing his shoe. And when Eugene said good morning, he said good morning. How now? That one said fine. He didn't bring up his head. But when he brought up his head, he wanted to say, I wanted to say good morning. I said good. Because the bobo was very fine. And I couldn't say money. I just say goo kai. I said, this one is coming to my party. Anyway, he came. When he came, my husband used to be a drunkard, a womanizer, a cultist. He was a nobody. He did not have one penny to his name. But Jesus brought our destinies together. When I got home that day, I told my mother, my late mother, I said, I met my husband today. And my mother said, my younger brother said, did he chase you? I said, forget, he's going to chase me. Don't be asking such stupid questions. I said, you are looking at a fine girl like this and asking, did he chase me? It's just a matter of time. When I start smiling a lot to him, he will chase me. Forget that matter. Anyway, he ended up chasing me. Somebody help me clap unto Jesus. That is how, but he was 19 years old when I met him. My husband was 19, I was 17. Right now, by the grace of God, 1st of October, I'll be 52 years old. And my husband will be 54 years old. But, so if they are calling for young people, I'm there. Because I'm just like 30 years old. Excuse me. Excuse me.